Hi, this is copywriter Casey Demchak with this week's book marketing copy quick tip video. And you know what? I think if marketing materials could talk, I think the about page would kind of say, hey, what about me? Because I've noticed when I work with authors on about pages for their website or the about the author page for the inside of their book, a lot of times they just kind of slip that off and say, you know, don't worry about that, Casey. I got a standard bio that I always use. And I look at that bio and it's typically kind of the old school third person, boring professional style type bio that kind of summarizes, you know, professional background or whatever. You really don't want to go that way anymore. That's kind of outdated and boring. Instead, you want to go new school. And new school on about pages for your website and about the author page for the inside of your book, I highly recommend going with something a little more interactive. And that would be to write your about page in the first person predominantly, where you're speaking directly to your readers and your crowd and your fans. And it just comes across as much more authentic, makes you look like a real person, because people, they don't want to just know about you. They really want to get to know you and interact with you. So I'm going to give you an example here. I'm going to share my screen and show you an example of what I'm talking about. This is a bio page that I wrote for a wonderful author named Casey Demchak, who wrote a book called Getting into College Made Easy. And this copy here was part of the copy for her website. And you can also do this again for the inside of your book for the About the Author page. And as you see here, we just open up with a nice headline, Getting into College with Casey Demchak. And we would have a photo of her. And then right away, we have a pull quote from her. The key to success for children is involvement and help from parents, coaches, counselors, and adults who are willing to help navigate students through the college admissions and recruiting process. This is actually a very good book because Sari isn't a big academic administrator or a university administrator of any kind. She had two children. She wanted to get into college, and she thought the whole college admissions world was like a complicated maze. So she did an awful lot of legwork and research, you know, as a parent, and ended up getting her kids into two really good colleges. And then she wrote a book about everything she went through so that she could help other parents and teach them information about college admissions in a way that's very straightforward and down to earth. So as you can see after the pull quote, what we have is kind of a first person dialogue from Sari directly to her readers. Now, I'm not going to read it all to you, but it goes from here to here. It speaks directly to other parents about why she wrote this book, what her mission is in trying to help other people. And it comes across as very down to earth and authentic. So the idea is to make Sari somebody that her audience can really relate to. Then we do have a little more professional background about her, but which is written in that kind of third person voice. But it's written more of a story form and not kind of that boring bio voice. So when you write your about page, you can write it strictly as a dialogue or half as a dialogue, but I really recommend having like a nice pull quote that really sums up what you're about, and then having a first person dialogue directed to your reader. And when you get to the end, instead of just stopping, you want to have a call to action. You want to tell your crowd what to do next. If you're writing about page for your website, for your book's website, your call to action could be sending them over to the sales page for your book so they'll buy your book. If you're writing copy for the inside of your book, the About the Author page, and you write a nice first person dialogue, your call to action at the end could be for people to go to your website to pick up some bonuses that come along with your book. You also could list your social media profiles or a Facebook group that you're running. Give people ways to interact with you online. Another thing you can do when you're writing the About the Author page for the inside of your book, make it a letter. Make it a letter to your fans, thanking people for reading your book and letting them know how that they can interact with you, again, online or in Facebook groups that you're in or a Facebook group that you run. The whole idea here is to make your About page copy more first person copy instead of old school third person. Do it in the first person, have a dialogue, create an interaction, tell people how they can communicate with you online. This, again, people, they want to know more than just about you. They want to be able to interact and connect with you. So I'm going to stop the screen share here, screen share. Anyway, I hope this tip has been helpful for you this week. No matter where you're watching this video, please scroll down and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you're on YouTube, why not subscribe to my channel? You'll be alerted about all my new videos. And then maybe you can hop on over to caseydemchak.com where you can download my free ebook, 7 Must-Know Copywriting Secrets That Sell More Books. And until next week, this is Casey Demchak. Take a lot of action and make things happen.